the layout of the rod holders, as you can see, these PVC tubes that we have custom made to fit inside the standard stainless steel rod holder, those are built to receive and hold the fly rods securely. So we'll have 4 fly rods with different rigs on them right here. Our target species will be 90% of what we raise in a given day. If we're at Mag Bay striped marlin fishing, at least 90% of our fish will be stripes. So we will have one rod that will be with the line stripped out, ready to cast, right over here in the corner of the cockpit. The fish comes up, we make a cast, the fish doesn't like that fly, or something else happens, or maybe all of a sudden that striped marlin turns into a blue marlin. I've got 3 other rods right here that I can grab, and I'll know exactly what's on what fly and what size, weight, rod, and reel is on each of these outfits. Typically, I'd have the blue marlin outfit right here, and then a series of sailfish / striped marlin size outfits with appropriately sized flies, with at least 1 streamer, at least 1 popper, and then maybe something else that, depending upon what the circumstances are. Maybe a different pattern, maybe a different color. Some days pink and white, which seems to be the old standby, they are looking for something else. And so we'll have a blue and white, or maybe a purple and black, along with a pink and white. So within seconds we can switch flies and get another one in the water. This device right here incorporates a cam cleat so that our dredge retrieval line will come right through this cam cleat, and with one hand a mate can be activating the LP to retrieve it or regulating the speed, and with the other hand pulling the dredge in tight to the boat so it gets out of the way of anything that's going on in the water. If there, we may have hooked a fish by that time, and sometimes those fish will come right up by the side of the boat, so we do need to get the dredge away from the activity that can be going on out there. Or we may need to just clear grass off the dredge, or just maybe change some of the lures on the dredge. We've switched over to all 24-volt LPs now because of their extra pulling power and the extra speed, especially with the fly fishing. When we need to get this stuff out of the water fast, the 24 volts will really get the job done with that. To do everything at the level that we expect to do it, believe it or not, when we started this thing in 2002, I thought we could do it with 1 mate and chip on the bridge. We quickly learned that we could do it, but we couldn't do it and catch the number of fish as efficiently as what I had expectations to do. So we pretty quickly went to a 2nd mate, and ultimately 10 years ago added a 3rd mate, because there's so much going on and it has to be done so quickly, and those guys have to be so coordinated, and thankfully we've got a really good team. Chip provides great leadership and cohesiveness with these guys, and they work really, really well together, and it's like a well-oiled machine, and it makes my job as the angler so much easier. We couldn't do anything near what we've been able to do in the past without that team and how good these guys are, and they love what they're doing. They love to be out there doing what they're doing, and as we all do. So that makes it a lot easier, and everybody's willing to put in the long hours and work really hard to catch a lot of fish.